My goodness, everyone, what a time to celebrate Jay King and his amazing team of designers. Jay King and, again, being able to collect turquoise from around the world for, decades now is the only way. We've never done this. We may have put maybe 2, maybe 3 at the most of turquoise, some of the most sought after from around the world in one piece. Never before, 7 individual turquoise finds from 6 countries around the world. And I'm gonna share that with you because it's gonna come with a romance card, so you don't have to remember all of this. It's all gonna be marked. But we're talking Chilean turquoise, we're talking Hubei turquoise, Campitos, Sonoran, Azure Peaks, Peruvian, and one of the rarest in the United States, the number 8 turquoise. You have all of that throughout this 18.25-inch necklace with a 2 3/4-inch extender. It is the ultimate status piece. It is the ultimate bragging piece. It is the ultimate exclusive collector's edition that absolutely 100% can never be repeated. Jay said it earlier. He doesn't have simply the material to be able to do this, let alone at this one-day only price, let alone the opportunity today to break up your payments over the next 5 months at $30 with your shipping and sales tax, whenever your next billing statement will be. But you get this home in the next few days, and as with every single purchase that you make with us here at HSN, you always have that 30-day money-back guarantee. I challenge you, in my years of working with Jay and collecting turquoise and beautiful, rare, unique mine finds, I was trying to go through, there's 3 of these turquoise finds I don't even have, let alone in one piece. So Jay King, again, so great to have you broadcasting live from Tucson, Arizona. You are in the heartbeat of what's going on. It's the largest gem and mineral show in the world. I don't think we could have hand-selected anybody a better showcase of what Tucson and why people, hundreds of thousands of people gather for this show in one silhouette. Hats off to you and your team. I know this was a labor of love. I'm just so happy we get to launch it together, and I know so many people, already hundreds and hundreds, have been selected. This is not like our normal Today's Special. Jay, you brought to us as many as you possibly could, correct?
I mean, this truly, I've had dreams about launching this necklace. I mean, you really can't. I mean, it's really us. I mean, it's what we do. It's what we're known for. We're known for, our number one. My very first rough material I worked with was turquoise. I come from the Southwest. I grew up in New Mexico, and turquoise has always been near and dear to my heart. I have a total love for it. As far as I know, we're known for the fact that, as far as I know, I don't know anybody else that has as many different varieties of turquoise that we have in actually manufacturing quantities, where you could still actually not just have one specimen, but you have enough rough material. Now, that being said, after this necklace, there'll be there's 2, 3, if you want to consider the quantities I've left, that you'll never see again, that we can never do. We use the last, and I mean the last, of the old number 8 turquoise from America. And we had several different American turquoises, but we thought, you know what, we've got just a small amount of this material left. We've been holding it forever. Let's go ahead and this is so unique and so special. Let's go ahead and use it up. So this is the last time that you'll see number 8 for us. We literally don't have any of the material, 0 rough material left. You've got Hubei in this. Again, I always talk about the rarity of Hubei. It was mined in the late 70s, early 80s. One of probably of the top 12 collectible turquoises in the world. This is one of the top collectibles. You've got Azure Peaks from Mongolia. There is still material coming out of Mongolia? Not a lot of material, and there's only 3 locations that I'm aware of where they actually have turquoise, that it's available. Then you've got 2 different turquoises that are from Mexico. and the Campitos blue ice that is in here, that is the rarest of the rare. I mean, that material, we got the last 2 loads that came out before they closed. It's been closed for well over a decade, probably more, going on, probably on like almost like 12 or 14 years now. That's totally closed down. The other is a Sonoran material. There's still, as far as I know, there's still turquoise at the Sonoran deposit. I don't see anybody really here. I don't see anybody selling it, the raw material. As far as I know, they're not really actively bringing a lot of the material out. And the material that's coming out is nowhere near the grade that you're going to see in this necklace. And we've had that in our collection for quite some time. And then, of course, last year, the most expensive turquoise, the most expensive, more than my Sleeping Beauty, more than my Blue Basin, more than my Chilean Royal Blue. The most expensive turquoise that I have in my personal collection is this brand new Peruvian material. This is a brand new mine. We just got it last year when it was launched. They just discovered this. It's the only turquoise mine that I'm aware of in Peru. And I've been doing this for a long time, okay? And Peru, remarkably, was one of the first countries that I started in as far as getting rough. That was outside the United States. United States, and I went to Mexico, and then Peru was one of my first go-to places. And I was getting Peruvian pink opal, I was getting Peruvian blue opal, and honeycomb opal out of Peru. And so just in all that time, finally find a turquoise. And it only comes from this one deposit. It's not commercially available. It's not out there. I really haven't gotten out and about in the show, but I don't know anybody that has seen this drop that they're selling it. There might be somebody here, but right now I don't know anybody. Like I said, we just got here. We're just now starting to go out, and we'll be kind of exploring and seeing what's new and available. So here's what makes this so incredible. You're getting an opportunity really to have a collection of turquoises from around the world, in most cases very, very rare, very, very unique. And in some cases, this is the last of the last of the material that we have, and as far as I know, nobody else does have. So you've got 7 different turquoises from 6 individual countries.
Yeah, and we're going to show you again the romance card, so you don't always say, when Jay is here and he talks about, what's going on in the world of turquoise and where we're most scarce and most rare, please, when you get it at home, mark it. Make sure you mark your box, or put it in a pouch that it comes in, and then, put the name and the origin of where it comes from. Here we're showing that to you, and it is going to be marked just as so you know it's Chilean turquoise, you know it's Hubei turquoise, it's Campitos, it's Sonoran, it's Azure Peak, it's Peruvian, and it's that very rare number 8 that's it. Like Jay said, he could never repeat this. Not even talking about the value, because when you have something as highly collectible and as special as a turquoise piece like we're bringing to you, just the conversation alone. I mean, the first thing, you see this on Angie, you see it on myself, you see it on someone, you see it on you, and you look in the mirror, it's like, oh my goodness, this is like the best of all turquoise. This is like the most sought after of all rare, unique turquoise. And Jay said it earlier, there's no treatment on this. It will stay this color forever. It is exactly what Mother Nature intended it to be in Mexico, in Mongolia, in Peru, in Chile, and all these, in the United States. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. But instead of having 7 individual necklaces for the first time ever, we've incorporated all into one. That's never, ever, that is a feat within itself. I can remember last year, I was so excited to go to the Tucson, as I am this year, gemstone event, or show rather, and Jay said to myself and Sarah Anderson, he said, I want you to go to the show, and I want you to look at where the turquoise, or what you see in the world of turquoise. And I'm gonna tell you something, it was so absolutely mind-boggling. And I remember the both of us were like, Jay, how in the world, first off, just the quantity in what Jay can buy in sometimes, let alone over the years of having these amazing relationships and having, again, warehouses when available, these rare turquoises, to be able to stock up on it. we didn't see hardly anything. And Jay's like, I'm telling you, this is why, and it's so true. It's like, I remember, you know, a couple years ago when you were talking about some of the, you know, rare turquoise, I can't even think off the rare of my mind right now, but even in lapis and all of that, the Azure Peaks and the Peruvian and I know what you spent for it. And like, Lenny, I want you to go look for it. I'm like, Jay, and I'm talking, we were going to the top places that, you know, are known for being providers of turquoise. And not only that, when we did, Jay, and with solid in larger quantities, the prices, it was like, I can be that middleman. How do you and your team do it? Like I said, I mean, one ring just to get a stone, let alone to set it and size it and finish it and polish it, and it's a remarkable task, and it's a remarkable relationship, but especially when you have a story and something as highly collectible as what you're doing here today that really does, I said this before, we could not have a better today's special that truly captures the essence of what you do and what people go to Tucson looking for. You know, and the value, obviously, that obviously speaks for itself. You can go online, you can do a little research, but this is such a special, small capsulated opportunity for just a few thousand to go around for the day, and it's never gonna last, and only a handful of the matching earrings, the matching cuff bracelet, and the ring to go back with it. But again, Jay joining us live from Tucson, Arizona. I can't express that any better. I mean, truly, just with that experience I had last year, Jay.
Well, I think, you know, for anybody who's never been to the Tucson Gem and Mineral event, and it's not just one show, people have to understand that it literally encompasses the whole town of Tucson. It's really a phenomena. It's really, really unique. And really seeing is believing. It should be on your bucket list to come and check out, at least if you can do it. But when Lynn came out, I think that she is in shock and awe that really it's not what you do see in Tucson at the Gem and Mineral Show, it's what you don't see. So when you don't see that there, you know how rare it is. Because that means that, I mean, when you have the largest gathering of miners and collectors and manufacturers and designers on planet Earth, and you don't see a material or a raw material, you know that it's rare. And in this case, I don't know, there's not a single turquoise that is represented in this necklace that I'm personally aware of that you could go anywhere in this town right now and get the rough material. If somebody does have it, they might have a jar. Okay,
that's what I mean.
Or they might have a couple of pieces of jewelry that have cabochons cut and put in it. But there is nobody that I'm personally aware of that has any huge amount. And here again, maybe I'll be totally shocked, right? I'll go out and there'll be people selling turquoise rough. But last year there were fewer turquoise miners that I've probably ever seen in the 47 years that well, last year, the 46 years that I'd been coming to that event. So there's just not a lot of material coming out of the ground right now. That's why we were so excited about the Peruvian material. But here's what's so incredible about this is you have a chance. It's the one and only time. I really don't even remember. I know that I've done designs where I put two different kinds of turquoise in one design. And you were saying, Lenny, maybe there possibly where we've done three different turquoises. I have never ever incorporated seven different natural turquoises from 6 different countries in one particular design. So if you're a turquoise collector, if you're a turquoise lover, if you really have never even bought turquoise, you couldn't. This is an opportunity for you to have something that is truly collectible, truly unique, and truly different. And what's really great with we've done your homework on this for you. So I know you're thinking, well, how am I going to remember what all those turquoises are? How am I going to know which is which? Well, we've included this really special, it's our gift card to you, that when you open it, it actually has a diagram and it actually shows you the larger nuggets of what the material and naming the material and where it came from, that doesn't mean that it's not included elsewhere in the necklace.
Right.
But those are specific nuggets that are that rough material.
And it's amazing, Jay, because I was looking at it, and I'll show you again, the romance card will come with it, but you can start really recognizing. It's amazing with the trained eye, you know, it's like, okay, there's Peruvian, oh, there's number 8, oh, that's Campitos, that's Azure Peaks, you know, and we were showing some of the actual rough that you would sometimes bring here in the studio that is polished and that you have as highly collectible pieces, and that Hubei, you know, the rarity of each one. I mean, we could talk, and we do, 20 minutes about any single one of these turquoise rare, unique mine finds. And just knowing the history, right, behind it even makes it that much more collectible and special for those who are tuning in. That is why this has been so amazingly popular today.
Well, you know what's really great about this, and really why I was so excited about it. In fact, I actually brought some of the rough, and I brought the necklace of all the different, just so everybody could see. I mean, we laid out all the different roughs that are available in this particular design. But what I love about this is like totally us, right? I don't, you know, again, this is being able to do something that is so unique, so special that nobody else can do. I don't know, I am not personally aware of any other manufacturer that could make this design, that has these materials that could actually cut this and incorporate every single one of these 7 specific turquoises in one piece. Maybe they might, if they might have enough in their collection, maybe to make one, but they couldn't do it as a today's special. They don't have enough of the rough. And after this, we're not going to have the rough on at least 2, possibly 3 of these materials where you really won't see that. I know for a fact, absolutely, without a doubt, you're not going to see any of the number 8. We have nothing. We were actually limited on how many of these we could even make because of that particular turquoise. We had so little of it. And then, of course, you got the Hubei. Again, following close behind that is the Campitos blue ice. Those are materials, rough materials and turquoises that I'm, you know, I have no way of getting more, right? There is absolutely, there is no way of attaining more rough material. So I won't be able to have it incorporated into any of our designs. Hopefully, and what I'm hoping is that somebody else is, we're going to, just like the Peruvian material, that we're going to find new turquoise. Last year, to be honest with you, was kind of a shock. And you think about it, every year we at least find at least 2, sometimes 3 different new turquoise materials, new areas that it's coming out of in country, different deposits, maybe different veins, different looking material. Last year, think about how crazy this is. The only launch we had in turquoise was the Peruvian material. So turquoise, it's like somebody turned off the faucet, and there's just the problem with when you turn off the faucet, nothing comes out the other end of the hose, and that's kind of what's happening right now. So if you like turquoise and you want something that is truly unique and one of probably the most collectible designs that we've ever been able to do, this would be that. I mean, this is a rare, unique opportunity.
And I'm so excited for everyone who gets it, who understands it, and you get those compliments and you say, oh, this is my turquoise necklace that is from pretty much all around the entire world. You know, Jay, for years we've been joking that every one of your pieces could come with its own little passport, right? Well, think about this one necklace alone, right? To be able to incorporate 6 different countries, 7 rare, specialty, unique mine finds of turquoise in one piece. I mean, who even has the supply to even think about that, let alone some of just, you know, the rarities that we've experienced, only one in the last year, the Peruvian. I can remember you were talking a few years ago back when you went to the big turquoise convention, and you were like, you can't even believe the demand. You truly can't even believe what people are willing to pay for turquoise, especially in the United States, but even just for the high blue colors or, you know, what people are looking for that aren't even in the jewelry world. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, Jay. You're like, I've never seen in all my years, as turquoise being my #1 stone, seen anything like it. What was that? Was that before the pandemic or right around, or right after it, Jay?
Well, you know what
Or
really
before?
started this? Yeah, it was before, and what really started the whole thing rolling on the turquoise. It seems to me what kicked it all off was the Sleeping Beauty mine closing. Monty, when they closed the Monty Nichols, the last owner of the Sleeping Beauty mine, when they closed it down, you have to think about this. There were generations through, you know, people, a lot of them, third, you know, second, third generation. That's all they did for a living. That's what they specialized. They designed and created unique looks from Sleeping Beauty turquoise. When that closed, there was like a panic. People were trying to collect any of the rough that they could. They were paying crazy prices. Literally, weight for weight, they were paying more than gold weight. So if you bought the same weight in gold, a lot of the Sleeping Beauty, depending on the quality and the size, was more expensive than gold. An interesting fact, and I'll just throw this out to everybody. The turquoises that you're seeing in this today's special, this necklace that we've done, a lot of these rough materials, I could have sold the specimens, the rough material, for way more than what we're selling the entire necklace for. Okay, and you would say, well, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just sell the rough material? Well, yeah, I could do that, but then I wouldn't be able to have done this.
Right.
So, and we're not charging you what this material is going for right now. We're basing the price on this based on what we paid for it. Otherwise, the cost of this necklace would be, I think, would be a little shocking to you. Yeah. What it would cost anybody to actually go out and try to collect these turquoises and be able to just make one of these, what they would have to pay and what you would have to charge somebody to actually have this necklace. So the value is not only incredible, but just think about the rarity of this, the ability to have, you have 7 different turquoises from 6 different countries, and the 6 primary countries where turquoise is located or found. And that being said, just like, that's why I keep bringing up Peru. The Peruvian material that is in this necklace, that is the one and only turquoise deposit, and it was just discovered last year, the one and only turquoise deposit in Peru, and it's brand new.
And besides that, the whole collectability and the rarity and the specialty of Tucson, it's a gorgeous necklace. Everyone I've seen, it's absolutely beautiful. You're gonna love it. Again, thank you for your patience. I know we've had hundreds of you in the ordering process. We'll keep you updated on all the matching pieces. You can check it out, all out on hsn.com. And while you're there, in case you missed out on our big 24-hour craft event yesterday, you can check it out because it's still continuing on hsn.com. It's called our Secret Sale. So we have up to, I want to say, 30% off savings on many of your favorite brands in the world of crafting. So shop all that and our very first day with Jay King and our big Tucson Gem event. I couldn't be more thrilled for you. Couldn't be better place. And now we have an opportunity to talk about the cuff bracelet. And this is so cool, Jay, because like the necklace,